What's Yamariti? What you usually give on Sunday? Gita. Number how you do, how the other lecturers do. Keep the Gita here then. Okay. Maybe this is too much inside me. Okay, Hare Krishna. Translator? Someone who's translating? Oh, no Mataji? What? Oh. You said it. That's why. You said it, so I thought good. Jai Gaur Chandra ki jai, Bhagwan ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you very much, everyone. Hare Krishna. So, very good. What is that verse? Ananyas Chintayantamam? It's 9:22. Hare Bola? 9:22 or? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate. Naranam Namaskita Naram Chevam Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tatho Jayamudiriyat. Nasprasya Vadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatam Tasloke Bhaktir Vaiti Nestiki. So today we'll read from Bhagavad Gita and have I thought to speak more on today 3 topics. 2 of them is like a pastimes of the Lord.
Taigi šiandieną paskaitysime Bhagavad Gita ir skaitysime bus 3 temos.
I will speak something from Brihad Bhagavatamrita.
Papasakosiu kai ką iš Brihad Bhagavatamritos.
And something about Lord Chaitanya.
Ir šiek tiek apie viešpatį Chaitanya.
And Nityananda.
Ir Nityananda.
It's good?
Ar gerai?
Okay. So I quickly read this verse. It's good. Ananais chintayantu mam ye jana paripasate tesam nitya abhiyuktanam nitya abhiyuktanam yogakshemi vahamiyam. But those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. So you can just read translation in your language.
Vertimas posmo. Tačiau tiems, kurie visat su ypatingu pasiaukojimu garbina mane, medituoja mano transcendentinį pavidalą, aš atnešu viską, ko jiems trūksta ir saugo tai, ką jie turi.
You just read quickly to purport.
Komentaras, kas neišgyvena ne minutės be Krišnos sąmonės, tas galvoja apie Krišną 24 valandas per parą. Pasiaukojimai jam tarnauja. Klausosi, šlovina, atmena, meldžiasi, garbina, tarnauja viešpaties lotusiniams pėdams, atlieka kitokią tarnystę, draugauja su viešpačiu, visiškai jam atsiduoda. Tačiau visapusiškai palanki ir dvasinių galių kupina veikla padeda bhaktui pasiekti tobulumą savęs pažinimo srityje. Ir tada jis tenori vieno, užmegzti ryšį su aukščiausiu Dievo asmeniu. Nėra abejonės, kad toks bhaktas lengvai priartėja prie viešpaties. Tai vadinasi joga. Viešpaties malonė toks bhaktas negrįžta į materialaus gyvenimo būvį. Kšema nurodo maloningą viešpaties globą. Viešpats padeda bhaktui pasiekti Krišnos sąmonę per jogą ir kai bhaktas visiškai įsisąmonino Krišną, viešpats jį saugo, kad jis nenupultų į perpildytą kančių sąlygotą gyvenimą.
So once upon a time there was one Brahmana and his wife Brahmani.
Taigi vieną kartą gyveno Brahmana ir jo žmona Brahminė.
The story is related to this sloka.
Ir istorija susijusi su šio.
In India.
Taip vyko Indijoje.
So Brahmanas means, the real pure Brahmanas means they are very simple, they don't have any income, they live, yagan, they just recite they're like a head of the society. They only take care of the society, preaching to them, and live a simple life. Whatever donation comes, they live on that.
Taigi tyri brahmanai, jie gyvena labai paprastai, jie neturi jokių pajamų ir gyvena iš jagijos, tiesiog atlieka aukojimus, studijuoja, recituoja šventraščius ir moko visuomenę, kitaip sakė.
So this Brahmana, he was very learned.
Taigi šis brahmanas buvo labai išsilavinęs.
And very humble, more learned, more humble.
Ir labai nuolankus, išsilavinęs
and very renounced.
Ir labai atsižadėjęs.
So he had so much faith in Krishna and Bhagavad Gita.
Ir turėjo daug tikėjimo Krishna ir Bhagavad Gita.
And he always goes out in the village and everyone give him boga, like for his whatever living survival.
Jis tiesiog išeidavo į kaimelį, į miestelį ir visi jį vaišindavo bogą.
Some donations.
Paukojimais.
So one time he went there, he worked so hard, whole day he didn't get any boga.
Ir sykį jis išėjo į miestą ir niekas jo nevaišino.
And then he became a little bit upset that Krishna says that ananais chintayanto mam ye jana paripasate. Anyone who's exclusively meditate on Krishna, Krishna supplies him all the time.
Ir tuomet jis šiek tiek nusivylė, nes Krishna Bhagavad Gitoj sako, kas man išimtinai atsidavęs, aš suteikiu jam viską, ko jam reikia ir saugau, ką turi.
And then everything good?
Ir a little bit technical.
And so when he came one day, and he becomes so angry that we have no food in the house for whole week.
Ir kartą jisai atėjo, grįžo namo ir pradėjo pykti, nes neturėjo maisto visą savaitę.
Because whenever he goes, the sack? Do you know the sack? You have a sack here? Bag like sack. So he get full of like boga, like green squash, Kerala, all this bitter melon and all the rice, boga, whole boga.
Nes kai jis išeidavo, dažniausiai turėdavo tokį maišą ir pilnas maišas būdavo bogos.
Along with some donation.
Su visokiais paukojimais.
So when he came back for whole week, they have nothing to eat.
Ir kai atvyko namo po visos savaitės, jie visgi neturėjo ką valgyti.
So he always had a Bhagavad Gita on his bed, on his lap.
Jie turėjo visą laiką šalia savęs Bhagavad Gita.
So he came and he said that, I don't believe this sloka, ananais chintanam. And he took a pen and he crossed all the slokas, all the line. With a red pen,
Šiek tiek įsižeidęs, jis paėmė Bhagavad Gita, atvertė šį posmą, kur sako, kad aš atnešu viską, ko jums trūksta, ir išbraukė tą žodį, kad...
And he was very upset.
Ir jis buvo nusivylęs.
Because no one gave him nothing.
Nes niekas nieko jam nesuteikė.
So then he was just very worried, and his wife was there, and wife was pacifying him. And then all of a sudden, he saw two children knocking the door.
Ir jis labai taip susikrimtęs buvo, žmona nors bandė ramint, ir tuo metu staiga pasibeldė į duris du berniukai.
Maybe this size of this boy.
Maždaug šio
What's your name?
Berniukas. Ko vardas?
Edgaras.
Edgaras, so you have brother? No brothers?
Turi brolį.
Another brother?
Turi brolį.
See, two. So two brothers. They're coming and they're knocking the door. Hello, Brahmana, dear, say, open the door.
Jie atėjo į namus ir beldėsi į duris.
Oh, he's there.
Brahmane, atidaryk duris.
The boy is there. So they say, please, Maharaj, open the door. So they opened the door. The lady opened the door.
Ir jie vis kvietė, sako, atidarykit duris, įleiskit ir jo žmona.
Tell him to sit here. So there, I will tell who the boys are. Can you sit? Example, tell them I'm setting example. Good boy. What's your name?
Evaldas.
Okay. Quite straightforward boys, eh? Hare Krishna. So, and then the Brahmani, they saw two little boys, and on their shoulder, so much boga, whole bag of boga there on the shoulder. They were like going like this. Very heavy on them.
Ja, ir jo žmona atidarė duris ir pamatė du jaunus berniukus, laikančius ant pečių didelius maišus.
She opened the door and the boys they entered.
Ir atidarė duris ir tie berniukai įėjo į namus.
And she started shouting on her husband.
Ir jie pradėjo šaukti, barti.
He says, what kind of a rascal Brahmana you are? You went today out I don't know when you went out, but you got all this boga and you put this boga on these small children and you come in the house like a king.
Sako, kas tu per žmogus?
You arrived in the house and you load all this boga to these children. You didn't carry yourself.
Sako, kas tu per žmogus? Tu atvykai namus ir visus nešulius perdavai šiem vaikam, berniukam. Sako,
and he says, I didn't go outside. What are you talking about?
Jisai sako, aš niekur neėjau.
He says, I don't go and collect this boga. This is all nonsense. I already crossed the slokas. I don't trust Krishna now.
Aš nerinkau jokios bogos, aš nebepasitikiu Krishna.
Today you are in the class. Voice? Good? So, and then the Brahmana, somehow he came back, and then when Krishna and Balaram little bit moved, and he took the whole, the thing, and just throw it just down there. In the small two boys that throw the thing down there, the boga.
Taigi tie berniukai įėjo į namus ir numetė nuo pečių tą bogą.
And then the men saw at their back there was blood coming to the boys.
Ir nuo jų nugaros netgi šiek tiek kraujo varvėjo.
Krishna's body, there was a blood coming.
Ir iš Krishnos kraujo, iš kūno Krishnos bėgo kraujas.
So they wanted to quickly go away from the another door.
Taigi jie norėjo pasitraukti nuo durų.
And then when the Brahmana saw that the lady saw that these boys have a blood coming here at the back.
Taigi žmona pamatė, kad tiem berniukam sužalota nugara.
And she becomes so heavy and began to scold and chastise this Brahmana. He said, you went outside and get this boga, collect this boga, and you load upon these boys, and on top of that you whip them. You whipped them so badly that they got all the sores here, blood coming.
Ir žmona dar labiau pradėjo barti savo vyrą, sako, nepaisant to, kad tu liepėjai jiems nešti didelius nešulius, tu dar juos ir nuplakei gerai jų nugaras.
And then Brahmana, all of a sudden some realization came to him.
Ir staiga Brahmanai atėjo realizacija su.
So who's these boys?
Sako, kas šie vaikinai?
So he went and quickly opened the Bhagavad Gita.
Taigi jis nuėjo ir vėl atsivertė Bhagavad Gita.
He made it like, I think crossed all the thing, everything was gone.
Ir visa, ką jis buvo išbraukęs, buvo dingę.
And then by the time he was doing, the boys left everything and ran away.
Ir tuo metu, kai jis tai padarė, jau berniukai buvo pabėgę.
They said to the Brahmani, Mother, we'll see you again. Thank you very much.
Jie atsisveikino ir išėjo.
Here's the boga.
Ir sako, čia yra boga.
Enjoy it.
Ir mėgaukitės.
And Brahmana went, 8 kind of Ashtasiddhi ecstasy.
Ir Brahmana patyrė Ashtasiddhi ekstatą.
And he was crying for days.
Ir jis pradėjo verkti dienų dienas.
That he crossed the sloka, that means he cut the back part of Krishna's body.
Ir jis suprato, kad išbraukdamas to šloko žodžius, jisai įbraukė Krishnos nugarą.
So
sužeidė Krishnos nugarą.
What is this book?
Taigi kas yra šita knyga?
What is this book?
Bhagavad.
Yeah, but what is this?
Krishna's form.
Krishna's body.
Taigi šita knyga nesiskiria nuo Krishnos kūno.
And this Brahmana, who just, he had full faith, but because little bit just Krishna was testing him. And then he realized that this is sloka, one single word, one letter is not different than Krishna.
Taigi šis Brahmanas, jisai suprato, kad ši knyga nesiskiria nuo Krishnos, netgi viena raidė ar žodis.
When Arjuna say, aparam bhauto janma, param janma vivashvatah katham etad vijnanyam ton prokhtvaniti, that you are giving this, you said that you explained this Bhagavad Gita to sun god Vivashwan 20 million years ago. How can I believe it?
Taigi Krishna atsako, Arjuna klausė Krishnos, sako, tu paaiškinai šį mokslą 20 milijonų metų atgal Vivashvanui, tai sako, kaip man tai to tikėt?
And that's the place where Krishna says, Bhagavad Gita in me is not different, because it's my voice.
Ir tai yra vieta, kur Krishna sako,
non-different than me, it's a breathing, my
Krishna
breathing.
Arjunai sako, kad aš nesiskiriu nuo Bhagavad Gitos.
We breathe.
Nes,
This is the
tai yra
breathing.
mano kvėpavimas.
This is Krishna's breathing. This book is Krishna's breathing. It's a fragrant, not like ours. It's a fragrant. Bhagavad Gita is a fragrant breathing of Krishna.
Taigi Bhagavad Gita yra kvapnus Krishnos kvėpavimas.
So I gave the conclusion for this translation and purport of this book.
Taigi aš daviau visą išvadą šio vertimo posmo ir Komentarą.
And it says, one who is unable to live for a moment without Krishna consciousness cannot but think of Krishna 24 hours a day, being engaged in devotional service by hearing and chanting, remembering, offering prayers, worshipping, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, rendering other services, cultivating friendship and surrendering fully to the Lord. Such activities are all auspicious and full of spiritual potencies. So anyone who cannot live without Krishna 24/7, and then it says Shema refers to the merciful protection, and Lord fully protect that person. When we are fully engaged, Lord fully protect us. You can just translate this. When fully engaged in Krishna, Krishna fully protect this.
Taigi, kaip komentaras sako, kas pilnai gyvena Krishnos sąmonėje, pilnai pasinėręs į ją, Krishna pilnai juos apsaugo.
And then I say, I preserve what you have.
Ir tuomet Krishna sako, aš išsaugau, ką jūs turi.
What do you mean by that? I preserve.
Ką jūs turi omenyje?
How we explain that?
Kaip tai paaiškinti?
How Krishna says, I supply whatever you lack, I give you, and I preserve whatever you have.
Ką reiškia, kad aš išsaugau, ką tu turi ir suteikiau, ko tau trūksta? Kaip tai supras?
How can we understand this? Means that whatever qualities we have only favorable for serving Krishna, Krishna preserves that. He protects that.
Taigi reiškia, bet kokias savybės, kokias turim naudoti Krishnai, mes jas naudojam Krishnai, Krishna jas išsaugo.
And whatever unfavorable we are attached to, Krishna throw it away.
Ir bet ką, prie ko nepalankaus mes prisirišę, Krishna tai išmeta.
Because we are this is for the persons who are fully engaged, fully absorbed, 24/7 Krishna conscious.
Tai yra atsidavusiam, kurie pilnu tempu pasijungia į Krishna sąmonę.
And then at this kind of person who is fully engaged, anything he needs for preaching, the house, the money, the car, the people, anything he wants to develop, Krishna supplies them. Just like a guru, he is very pure, or devotees who are very pure, they want to create some community. So Krishna supplies them everything because they are very loyal and 24/7 absorbed in Krishna.
Taigi žmonėms, kurie pilnai pasinėrė į Krishna sąmonę, Krishna gali suteikti labai daug įvairių dalykų. Jeigu jiem reikia mašinos, ar namo, ar bet ko reikia pamokslavimo.
Jai, Bhagavad Gita ki jai. So today I was supposed to speak something about TKG also.
Why not?
Okay, so time, maybe 3 hours lecture.
Svečias pasidalins apie Tamal Krishna Goswami savo mokytoją šiek tiek.
So we will speak a little bit, this one tell a small 2 parts time, and then we speak. So how many of you read Brihad Bhagavatamrita or reading now?
Kas iš jūsų perskaitėt Brihad
Bhagavatamrita? You finished?
Dabar skaitot?
Oh, anyone read others also?
Ar kas perskaitėt?
You have Brihad Bhagavatamrita? You have. Not much reading, devotees here? No, Brihad Bhagavatamrita, you read? No. Very nice book.
We saw it.
Yeah. Shall I tell something about that? It's good.
Ar galiu šiek tiek pasidalinti šios knygos?
You like to hear?
Ar įdomu jums?
So, one time, Narad Muni,
Narada Munis,
quick story but nice, you'll like it. Today I'm not giving some official talk here, just we all discuss some pastime.
Mes tiesiog aptarsim žaidimus.
It's my home.
Tai mano namai.
So, Narad Muni, he was inquiring. This is first 1.5 part of Srimad Bhagavatamrita. So he was inquiring to know that, hey, are you the best devotee of Krishna, the top devotee of Krishna? So he's inquiring and going entire universe in different places and asking, are you the best devotee? Who is the best devotee, closest and pure devotee of Krishna?
Taigi tam tikroj daly Brihad Bhagavatamritos Narada Munis aprašoma, kaip jisai klajoja po visatą ir visų atsidavusių klausinėja, ar tu esi pats geriausias Krishnos bhaktas, ar tu prie vieno prie kito.
So one day he came to Allahabad, Triveni, where three rivers they meet in India, where Prabhupada had his pharmacy called, they do Kumbh Mela every 12 years. Anyone been there? Kumbh Mela
Kas buvo dalyvavot Kumbh Melai?
Oh, but your Guru Maharaj goes there, but the other does. So anyone been there? No?
Kas buvot Kumbhamelai?
Anyone been to Vrindavan? No?
Vrindavane?
Mayapur?
Mayapure?
But you should go to Allahabad
Reikėtų į
to
Allahabadą nuvykti.
to see where Prabhupada was.
Pamatyti, kur Šrila Prabhupada buvo.
There's a Gaudiya Math temple.
Ten yra Gaudiya Mato šventikla.
That's the one Bhakti-Siddhanta opened second temple.
Ten yra antra Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakuras atidaryta šventikla.
And our ISKCON, this one very powerful devotee passed away there also. His name is Vishnu Jan Swami.
Ir Vishnu Janas Svamis tai vietai paliko kūną taip pat.
He sunk himself in the
Jisai pasiskandino
and went to Gandharva Loka.
ir įėjo į Gandharva loką.
There's a lot of another story.
Tai kita istorija.
So there Narad Muni saw that everyone, whole India, they have, after 12 years, 10 years or 5 years, they have a Kumbh Mela. So he went there in the Kumbh Mela time and he saw that one very rich Brahmana, but very wealthy.
Taigi Narada Munis nuvyko į tą vietą Allahabadą ir pamatė labai turtingą brahmaną.
And he bring all the possessions to give it a charity to everyone. Take this cloth, take this food, take this, just like giving charity.
Jisai rengėsi išdalinti labdarą, daug surinkto turto, drabužių ir panašiai.
And he was very learned.
Ir jis buvo labai išsilavinęs.
So Narad Muni, when he saw that this Brahmana is such a humble, and he's like, he must be best devotee of Krishna, and he's also a devotee, and same time he's giving out everyone, even the scorpions, the snakes, whatever even the fish, whatever there is in the river, he was supplying everything to everyone. Narada
Munis, jis pamatė, kad šis brahmanas labai jau labdaringas, jisai visiems viską išdalino, netgi skorpionam, žuvim, bet ką pamatydavo, kažką duodavo.
So you know how Narad Muni descended? How he descended? Narayan, Narayan.
Narada Munis jis apsireiškė, jisai su dainom, Narayan.
He paid, please accept my pranam. You must be the best devotee of the Lord, of Krishna. Please tell me your name.
Ir jis pamatęs tą brahmaną, jis kreipėsi į tu, ko gero geriausias brahmanas, koks esi geriausias atsidavęs.
When this Brahmana called him that you must be the best devotee of the Lord, the Brahmana was shaking like he have a Parkinson, like she start shaking.
Kai brahmanas pamatė tokį kreipimąsi Narada Munio, jis pradėjo drebėti, tarsi jam Parkinsonas būtų.
If somebody is very pure devotee, he might be offended, but he was kind of not offended, but he was shocked that Narada Muni is telling me I am the pure devotee.
Taigi jis buvo šiek tiek šokiruotas, kad Narada Munis vadina jį tyru atsidavus.
So he didn't discuss so much. He said, if you really want a devotee who is very dear to Krishna, you go to the south side.
Ir jis nuolankiai pasakė, kad jeigu iš tikrųjų nori sutikti bhaktą, kuris labai brangus Krishnai, keliauk į pietus.
And Narad Muni again fly in the sky, again Narayan, 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 and landing in one city.
Ir Narada Munis keliavo toliau, dainuodamas Narayana ir nusileido į kitą miestą.
So, and then Narad Muni comes, and this is a big, he's like very powerful king. He was a king in one part of India.
Taigi Narada Munis rado tą bhaktą ir jis buvo labai galingas karalius tam tikros Indijos dalies.
All those area where Nepal is, Assam is this, he was a king for that part.
Maždaug kur dabar Nepalas ir panašiai.
So, this king was a very top devotee, very advanced devotee of Krishna.
Taigi šis karalius buvo labai pažangus Krishnos bhaktas.
And a king.
Ir karalius.
And he has many, citizens in the kingdom.
Ir turėjo daugybę pavaldinių karalystės.
But in the middle of the kingdom, he had one of the best Krishna's temple.
Bet vidury karalystės jis turėjo geriausią Krishnos šventyklą.
And many sannyasis, brahmacharis, devotees around the world, they travel, they go to that temple and be with the king and they worship Krishna.
Taigi visi piligrimai, sannyasiai, brahmachariai keliaudavo į tos rūmus garbinti Krishną.
So this king does not spend so much time with Narad Muni.
Taigi, bet karalius neleido su Narada Muniu daug laiko.
He said, Narad Muni, he hold his hand.
Jis paėmė Narada Muniu už rankos ir pasakė.
He said, my dear Narad Muni, I know what you're trying to say. I will tell you who is the best devotee.
Mano brangus Narada Muni, žinau, ką nori man pasakyti. Aš tau iškart pasakysiu, kas geriausias bhaktas.
He said, you cannot find in this city.
Šiame mieste jo nerasi.
You have to go to Swargaloka.
Turi keliauti į Swargaloka.
And there, if you go to Nanda Kanana Gardana.
Ten nuvyksi ir rasi Nanda Karanas
garden.
Sodą.
And that garden belongs to Lord Indra.
Ir šis sodas priklauso viešpačiui Indrai.
There Indra is worshipping right now Vamana Deva.
Ir ten Indra dabar garbina Vamana Devą.
And Narayan. Then he now landing in the Swargaloka.
Taigi jisai nuvyko į Svargaloką dainuodamas Narayan.
So when he came and arrived there was thousands and thousands of demigods worshipping Vamanideva on the asana.
Taigi, kai jis ten nuvyko, jis pamatė daugybę tūkstančių pusdievių garbinančių Indrą jo asanai.
And Indra was fully engaged in that service.
Ir Indra pilnai buvo pasinėręs į tą tarnystę.
And then all of a sudden Narad Muni saw, he rested, they gave him a chair, he was there, he was just wanted to inquire that Indra, you must be the best devotee of the Lord because you do the administration, you are the king of the heaven.
Taigi Narada Munis kreipėsi į Indrą ir tokiu užsiminėjom, kad sako, tu turbūt geriausias esi bhaktas iš visų, nes tu užsimeni tokia rimta administracija.
And Indra becomes so ashamed just by this word.
Ir Indra buvo labai susigėdęs dėl vien tik tokių žodžių, jis susigėdo.
Anyway, we know that sometimes you are not really have some problems being a devotee, and someone comes say, oh, among many senior devotees say, Prabhu, look at this devotee is so pure, so advanced, how you feel?
Taigi mes kartais irgi nepatogiai jaučiamės, kai kažkas prieš visus atsidavusius tave tyru atsidavusiu pavadina ir panašiai.
Jai, Shishinitai Gaur Chandra ki jai. You feel very ashamed.
Mum pasidaro gėda.
Indra, what's his name? Indra said that Narad Muni, when a witch chased me out, there is one witch, when she chased me, I go down all the way down to the earth and I find one lake and hide myself under the lotus plant. How can I be the best devotee? If I am best devotee, I can protect myself.
Taigi Indra jam atsakė, kad iš some witch,
I cannot show you.
Kažkokia ragana tiesiog kartais vaikydavos viešpatį Indrą ir jisai kartais bėgdavo netgi į žemutinės planetas sėptis po lotosu kažkur.
And I am very proud.
Ir sakydavo, kaip aš galiu būti pats geriausias bhaktas, jeigu aš negaliu apsiginti net nuo raganos.
And I am very proud.
Ir aš labai išdidus.
I think I am the king of the heaven.
Aš manau, kad esu
all the demigods are my subservient.
Visi pusdieviai yra mano tarnai.
Even I challenge Brahma.
Netgi aš metu iššūkius Brahma.
So how can I am a devotee? I have so much false ego.
Taigi kaip aš galiu būti atsidavęs, tiek daug netikro ego turiu.
But if you really want to know who is pure devotee,
bet jeigu iš tikrųjų nori žinot, kas yra tyras bhaktas,
you go to my father. He is pure
pas mano tėvą.
Who is Indra's father?
Kas yra Indros tėvas?
Come on. Who is Indra's father?
Kas yra Indros tėvas?
No, I just said it.
Ką tik pasakiau?
No, yes.
Brahma.
All demigods coming from Brahma. So Narad Muni went to Brahma.
Taigi Narada Munis nuvyko pas viešpatį Brahma.
Brahma saw that Narad Muni is coming because Brahma can read everyone's mind. He will come and praise me that you are the best devotee. And Brahma thought, I am such a rascal. How can I be the best devotee? I know that what you're going to say. So Brahma began to get all his people playing mridanga, kartal, music so high that whatever Narad will say, we cannot hear.
Taigi viešpats Brahma, jis jau žinojo, ką Narada Munis planuoja ir jis pasiruošė, sako, aš žinau, kad jis mane bandys šlovinti ir iš tikrųjų aš esu niekšas, aš nevertas to titulo ir jisai surengė visą koncertą pasitikti Narada Munį, kad jis negirdėtų, ką jis bandys pasakyti.
And who is Narada Muni's father?
Ir kas yra Narada Munio tėvas?
Brahma is going to praise his father.
Jis ketina šlovinti savo
So Brahma say, he do like this to the people who are doing music. Come on, louder, louder. And then Narada Muni is saying, my dear father Brahma, you must be the best devotee. And Brahma say, what Narad? I didn't hear. I cannot hear. What you saying? He cannot hear because of so much music.
Taigi Narada Muni besėtinant Brahma vis paskatino muzikantus garsiau ir garsiau groti, kad nesigirdėtų, ką jis nori pasakyti.
And he was himself indicating to do the more music, so I don't hear this praise.
Ir vis indikuodavo, kad garsiau ir garsiau, kad nesigirdėtų jo šlovinimą.
So when Narada Muni almost coming to say, he blocked his mouth.
Taigi Narada Muni priartėjus, Brahma tiesiog uždengė jam burną.
He said, calm down, calm down.
Sako, apsiramink.
Now you go to find the last person. From there you don't need to find who is pure devotee. This is the last person. So you go to Sadasiva Loka. up more higher where
Sako,
Sadasiva.
aš tave nukreipsiu ten, kur tau nereikės daugiau niekur keliauti. Ten keliauk į Krishnos buveinę, ten Sadashiva rasi ir jisai bus.
And now Shiva knew the same thing. Narad Muni is coming to ask me the same thing.
Taigi Shiva suprato, kad Narada Munis atkeliauja ir suprato, kad jo klaus to paties.
And Lord Shiva with his whole family, his consort began again music. So we cannot hear.
Viešpats Shiva taip pat lygiai taip pat kaip Brahma pasitiko Narada Muni su muzika ir taip toliau, kad negirdėtų, ką jis.
And now Narad Muni exhausted. He's exhausted.
Taigi Narada Munis jis išsekęs.
I mean, he's transcendental. But the way he says, who must be the best devotee? Everyone just sending me to that man, that person. Who will be that?
Taigi Narada Munis, jis pagalvoja, kas bus tas asmuo, jiem vis siunčia mane pas tą, kasgi jis bus.
Okay, here's something I will tell you, you'll know. Do you know who is Lord Shiva?
Aš jums kai ką pasakysiu.
Do you hear the name Lord Shiva?
Žinot, kas yra viešpats Shiva?
Lithuanian Vaishnavas.
Žinot, ką reiškia vardas Shiva?
Do anyone worship Lord Shiva?
Ar kas nors šlovinat?
Anyone worship Lord Shiva before coming to Hare Krishna?
Ar prieš pradedant Krishna
Anyone?
sąmonę?
No? No one knows Lord Shiva? You know Lord Shiva? You heard about Shambhu, right? Lord Shiva, Shambhu, Rudra, Bholenath, right? Mahadeva. So Lord Shiva is the original expansion of that Sadasiva.
Taigi,
the Shiva in this universe, planet, is the expansion of Sadasiva.
Taigi Shiva šioje planetoje yra Sadashivos, didžios Shivos ekspansija.
And that Shiva, original form is expansion of Vishnu, is half
O
Vishnu.
ta originali Shivos forma yra Mahavishnu ekspansija.
So if you go to Kailash in India,
Taigi jeigu vyksite į Kailašą Indijoje,
this Lord Shiva resides there.
viešpats Shiva ten gyvena.
And he's here also in Lithuania.
Ir jis taip pat čia Lietuvoje.
He moves everywhere.
Jis visur keliauja.
At 6 o'clock morning he moves.
Ir 6 ryto jisai pradeda.
And 2 o'clock, something you said?
In the night.
Night also.
Ir naktį taip pat.
So if you go to sleep 6 o'clock morning, then you have little bad dream.
Ir jei 6 ryto eisit miegot,
I just had it this morning.
Prasti sapnai bus. Šį rytą man buvo.
I was very tired this morning from
labai
yesterday's
pavargęs.
cold and that program 1 hour
Po
somewhere.
vakarykštės programos.
So I just chanted all my rounds and I said, I just so tired. I just rested and then I had a horrible dream.
Sukartau visus ratus ir galvoju prigulsiu 6 ryto, bet baisų sapnai užpuolė.
And I was just going to cancel this class.
Ir vos neatšaukiau šios paskaitos net.
So he moves in certain period of time.
Viešpats Shiva pradeda keliauti tam tikrų laiko tarpų.
But Lord Shiva is the one who is a Param Vaishnava.
Bet viešpats Shiva pats jis yra aukšto lygio atsidavęs.
So his duty and Parvati, his consort wife's duty is to protect our universe, nobody attack.
Taigi jo pareiga ir jo žmonos pareiga apsaugoti šią visatą, kad niekas jos neužpultų.
But why didn't you protect Why didn't you protect Putin?
Putin? Bet kodėl jis neapsaugo Putiną?
This is not Lord Shiva's business.
Tai ne viešpaties Šivos reikalas.
This is Krishna's business.
Tai Krišnos reikalas.
I mean, there's a lot of people becoming devotee there.
Rusijai daug atsidavusių tampa bhaktiški.
They say statistically the more devotee joining Russia and Ukraine than before war.
Ir statistiškai sako, kad Ukraina ir Rusijai dabar atsidavę masiškai prisijunginėja prie judėjimo.
And I saw with my eyes.
Ir mačiau tai savo
Last year I was in Mayapur.
Praeitais metais buvau Mayapur.
And I saw that 10, 20, 30 Russians, they're coming and they're practically living in Mayapur.
Ir mačiau, kaip 10-30 bhaktų tiesiog atvyksta į Mayapurą ir pradeda.
And many of them are the friends of the devotees but not devotees.
Ir daug kas iš jų yra tiesiog net atsidavusių draugai, bet patys net neatsidavę.
They're becoming devotee in Mayapur.
Jie tampa atsidavusiais Mayapurą.
So that's good news.
Taigi tai yra geras naujienas.
So okay, now Lord Shiva said that you go to the Sutalok now, to Narad Muni.
Taigi dabar viešpats Shiva jį nukreipia į Sutaloką.
So who is in a Sutaloka?
Kas yra Sutalokai?
There is a pure devotee there.
Ten yra tyras bhaktas.
Who lives in Sutaloka?
Kas gyvena ten?
Atal, Vital, Talatal, Mahatal, Rasatal, Sutal, Patal. You know everything, Bharibolananda.
Ten gyvena Bali Maharaj.
He's like a open scripture. So he says, you go to Bali Maharaj, next to the Bali Maharaj is sitting in the sofa, he's a nice king. But next to Bali Maharaj is another personality. He was born in a demon family. Who is that? Prahlad Maharaj. He said, there is no one more pure devotee than Prahlad Maharaj. He is the last, ultimate. After that, your search finished.
Viešpats Šiva jį nukreipė pas Bali Maharadžą, jis sako, tai ten rasi sėdinti savo soste ir taip pat rasi ten Prahladą Maharadžą. Jie yra tyri atsidavę ir aukščiau jų nieko nerasi, kas yra tyresni.
Jagdish, I like your memory, this one. You really remember this part. I said a few minutes ago, but you still remember, so keep it like this. So, and then Prahlad Maharaj began to cry.
Ir tada Prahlad Maharadžas, when he met
Narada Muni.
Kai Narada Muni sutiko Prahladą Maharadžą, Prahlada pradėjo verkti.
One time, Prabhupada in London, he had many disciples giving class.
Kartą Šrila Prabhupada skaitydamas paskaitą Londone,
in 1969.
69 metais.
You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Galit mane pataisyti.
If somebody knows more better.
Jei kas geriau žino.
I'm saying London, but where I think it's in London. And Prabhupada says, there'll be so many people coming to hear the lecture today.
Ir Prabhupada perspės, šiandien ateis daugybė žmonių klausyti paskaitos.
And he asked one disciple to bring the chair and put next to him.
Ir jis paprašė vieną atsidavusio atnešti sostą ir pastatyti prie jo.
And the disciple said, Prabhupada, who is coming?
Ir mokinys paklausė Prabhupada, kas atvyksta.
Prabhupada said, don't worry, just bring the chair.
Prabhupada atsakė,
let's see who comes.
Tiesiog atnešk kėdę.
And then Prabhupada was giving lecture in a few minutes. It was kind of a rocking chair, and in a few minutes some disciples saw next to Prabhupada, I think there was some witness written in Lilamrita. The disciples saw the chair shake a little bit.
Ir tas sostas šalia Prabhupados, jisai buvo pastatytas ir paskaitos metu vienas atsidavęs pastebėjo, kad ta sostas pradėjo kiek svyruoti.
Don't worry, it's not something bad.
Kėdė.
So, when the lecture finished, and Prabhupada says, Narada Muni was sitting next to me.
Taigi, kai paskaita baigės, Šrila Prabhupada atsakė, Narada Muni sėdėjo šalia.
And usually Western disciples have a doubt, they will not believe Prabhupada.
Ir vakariečiai atsidavę dažniausiai tuo netiki, jie abejoja Prabhupada.
But that day everyone believed Prabhupada.
Bet tuo metu visi patikėjo Šrila Prabhupada.
He said Narada Muni was in the lecture.
Jis pasakė, Narada Munis buvo paskaitoje.
So imagine who listened Prabhupada's lecture?
Taigi įsivaizduokit, kas klausė Prabhupados?
Narada Muni, he gave all the scriptures.
Narada Munis, kuris atnešė visus.
He's a guru in the parampara.
Jis yra paramparai guru.
So Prahlad said, they began to cry, and he says, my father is a demon, Hiranyakashipu, all my uncles are demons, and I'm born through mother Kayadu, and big mess. I'm coming from very horrible family.
Ir Prahlado Maharadžas pradėjo įsiginti šio titulo ir visai pradėjo aiškinti, kad visgi aš gimęs demonų šeimoje, mano...
I'm a demon.
Sako, aš demonas iš tikrųjų.
So he said that, how can I become devotee?
Tai kaip aš tada esu atsidavęs?
But you know that Prahlad Maharaj is the best devotee. We know that.
Bet mes žinom, kad Prahlado Maharadža yra geriausias iš atsidavęs.
So in Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 5 is all about cosmology, how the universe working, how the different mountains and places, the rivers, the valleys, so many calculations from the sun to the earth. This is a whole cosmology of the universe.
Taigi penktoji Srimad Bhagavatam giesmė pateikiama visa kosmologija.
So in there, Srimad Bhagavatam, there is one loka, one planet called Kim Purusa Loka.
Taigi Srimad Bhagavatam aprašyta Kim Purušos planeta.
So now I'm asking question, who is living in that Kim Purusa Loka?
Taigi klausimas jums, kas ten gyvena Kim Purušos?
A very great personality.
Labai didelė asmenybė.
We having together this class. Who?
Hanuman.
Haribolananda, you have to stop telling everything. Now, please let them tell, right? Because you know everything. You're like Vyasadeva. So he said that there is 5 personalities according to the Vedic knowledge is still existing. 5 personalities still existing now from bygone age. Yeah. No, you just translate.
Taigi yra 5 asmenybės, kurios nuo vedinių laikų, nuo šventraščių laikų jos dar egzistuoja.
So number 1, we can start from Parsuram.
Pradėsime, tai pirmas yra Parashurama.
And number 2, Aswatthama.
Antras Ashwatthama.
Markandeya Muni.
Markandeya Munis.
Vyasadeva,
Vyasadeva
and Hanuman.
ir Hanumanas.
Anyone else?
Ar dar kas?
And Haribolananda, 6. Right.
Jis sako Haribolananda 6.
Yeah, looks like a sage, eh?
Jis atrodo
Looks
kaip
like-
išminčius.
So, he said, Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. He went to all the way to Kimpurusa Loka. So if you take a flight from Himalaya, India, Himalaya, if you take a flight,
Taigi Himalajuose, skrendant iš Himalajų lėktuvu,
then your flight maybe go 4-5 hours and that will disappear because there is no way to go to Kimpurusa Loka, which is existing here in this planet.
jeigu skrisit iš Himalajų lėktuvu, greičiausiai lėktuvas išnyks, nes nėra būdo nuskristi Kimpurušą.
So I tell you something what is there. It's a beautiful place, so beautiful that in Kimpurusa Loka and Mandara mountain where Hiranyakashipu did tapasya. Mandara Valley, Mandara mountain valley,
Kalnas, Mandaros kalnas, kur
Hiranyakashipu.
Hiranyakashipu atliko askezes.
You know, he was standing on the one toe and like this.
Jis stovėjo ant vieno piršto
And Brahma came with Daksha and gave him a beautiful body.
ir Brahma atvyko su Daksha ir suteikė jam
So,
gražų kūną.
on this planet, this is just to let you know, on this planet, it's not like, Latvia, Lithuania, or maybe Russia, or maybe America, or maybe Canada, or Fiji, maybe you can say Maldives, there's 10 beautiful countries on the planet. We're like, wow, this is so beautiful, it's a tropical country, one of the most beautiful. Oh no, my country is most beautiful. There's nothing like these countries which I'm describing. They're many million times more beautiful. There's many beautiful places than these places.
Taigi, Kimpurušas planeta yra daug gražesnė už bet kurią šio pasaulio šalį.
So, if we devotees want to go and live in this place, which is written in Srimad Bhagavatam,
Taigi mes atsidavę, jeigu mes norim gyventi šioje vietoje, kurie aprašyta Bhagavatam, Kimpurušas.
then we can meet there, Indra comes there, Kuvera comes there, Brahma comes there, Narad Muni comes there, all the demigods come there.
Taigi netgi ten lankosi visi didieji pusdieviai, Brahma, Shiva ir...
We can find Hanuman there also.
Galim rasti ir Hanumaną ten.
So this place is enjoying place for the demigods.
Taigi ši vieta yra pusdievių pasimėgavimo vieta.
And someone was telling me that Siberia is also the demigod used to come. You tell me now.
Kažkas čia pasakojo, kad į Sibirą net būdavo
You are telling me?
apsireikšdavo pusdieviai.
Someone says that many bygone ages, Siberia was the place demigods used to come, but later it became snow, so they stopped. No?
Sako,
It's
ten
a lie.
Sibirė seniau apsireikšdavo pusdieviai irgi, bet po to ten prisnigo daug.
Is a folk, a mystery or what? Okay, I know one place in Hawaii. You tell me.
Aš žinau vieną vietą Havajuose.
There is one place in Hawaii where the demigods used to come. It is a real.
Yra reali vieta
Prabhupada
Havajuose, kur pusdieviai apsireikšdavo.
Prabhupada mentioned.
Prabhupada paminė.
Been to Hawaii, anyone?
Ar buvo Havajuose kas?
No. Always you stay in Lithuania.
Visi sėdit Lietuvoje.
So, we went there to that place.
Mes buvom tai
Very fancy mountain and very beautiful cave and very beautiful place.
Labai graži tokia plaina.
So demigods, the demigod, they do not land on the earth because it's beyond their dignity.
Tai pusdieviai niekada neliečia žemės, nes tai kaip ir jų toks netinka jam.
I was just telling that it is mentioned that when we fight to each other and we angry, sometimes we curse each other. You like a dog. This is what we say.
Mes kartais, kai susipykstam, mes vieną kitą pradedam vadinti šunimis.
Is it not?
Ar ne taip būna?
Sometimes we become angry. Oh, you behaving like a dog.
Kartais supykstam ir sakom kažkam, tu elgies
That
kaip
means
šuo.
we compare someone as oh, you are lower like a dog. You have no brain. You're fighting.
Ir reiškia, mes lyginam kitus tarsi su šunim, nes tu žemo lygio, tu puoli kitus.
And when the demigods fight,
Ir kai pusdieviai susipyksta.
they fight each other. When they become angry, they say, you are a human.
Ir kai ant ko supyksta, jie sako, tu kaip žmogus esi.
What does they say? You are a
Ką jie sako?
human.
Tu esi žmogus.
So that's our position.
Taigi mūsų padėtis.
They see us like that.
Jie mato mus taip.
So that's why they cannot land in this
Todėl
planet.
jiems nepridera liestis per daug prie
Because they will
žemės,
become contaminated.
Jie jaučiasi užsiteršę.
Because this is touched by humans.
Nes tai ta žemė liesta žmonių.
So if you call Mother Saraswati or Shiva, they will stand on here, that platform, a little high.
Taigi jeigu pasikviesim čia viešpatį Šivą ir motiną Sarasvatį, jie bus šiek tiek aukščiau žemės.
So here Hanuman said, when Ram was leaving Ayodhya, going back to spiritual world Ayodhya, when he was leaving this material world,
Taigi, kai viešpats Ramachandra palikinėjo šią žemę, jis grįžinėjo į dvasinį
he said,
pasaulį.
dear Narad, he took every one of them, but when I was entering into the water in Ayodhya, that Sarayu river, because Ram took everyone through the river, they have to enter the river and come out in the spiritual world.
He wanted to take someone with
All of the residents of this world.
Ajodhją, viso pasaulio žmonės pasimti su savimi į Ajodhją. Ir jisai jos turėjo nugabenti per upę tokią.
So when he entered, all of the Ayodhya Vasis, they went with Ram, but when Hanuman was just coming, the last person, he makes sure everyone goes, and Hanuman was the last person, he said, Ram, I need to come with you. He need to come to enter the river to go to the Ayodhya in the spiritual world. You got it?
No, for whom he
Spiritual world, the Ayodhya is in the spiritual world. So Ram took all the residents through the water. But when Hanuman came, Ram stopped him. You can't come, you have to stay in this world. That's it? Translate.
But for whom he was telling this?
Hanuman was telling Ram.
Okay, taigi Hanumanas sakė Ramachandrai, kad
No, Hanuman is telling here Narad Muni.
Okay, Ramachandra jisai pasakė Narada Muniui.
You didn't get that? There is 2 episodes here.
Okay.
Narad Muni is saying, Hanuman, you are the best devotee. And okay, translate this much.
Taigi Narada Munis pasakė, kad
You can't translate this much?
sorry, I'm confused.
Narad Muni arrived in Kimpurusa Loka to meet Hanuman and praising him that you are the best devotee of Krishna. Translate this much.
Taigi Narada Munis atvyko į Kimpurušos planetą paaiškinti, kad Hanumanas yra geriausias atsidavęs.
And Hanuman said that when Ram was leaving this material world, he took everyone, he left me behind.
Ir
When Ram was leaving this material world,
kai Ramachandra palikinėjo šį pasaulį,
and he left me in this world.
ir jis paliko mane šiam pasauliu.
So if I am very dear to Ram, why will he leave me here?
Taigi jeigu aš esu labai brangus Ramachandrai, kodėl jis mane čia paliko?
In this jungle.
Šiose džiunglėse.
And Ram, what he told him, he said, you take my murti, my deity form, and just worship here and stay in this jungle.
Ir Ramachandra pasakė jam, kad tu paimk mano dievybę, lik džiunglėse ir gelbink mane tokiu
So
būdu.
here is the reason why Ram left Hanuman.
Tai yra priežastis, kodėl viešpats paliko.
As long as Hanuman is in this world,
Kol Hanumanas šiam pasaulyje,
there will be not fully effect of Kali Yuga.
nebus jokio pilno pasireiškimo, Kali Jugos pasireiškimo.
So many reasons they are here.
Taigi yra daugybė priežasčių čia.
And Hanuman says that I am a useless. How can what you see me that I am the best devotee of Krishna
Ir
or Ram?
Hanumanas pasakė, kad aš beviltiškas, kodėl tu manai, kad aš esu vertingas.
And if you want to know who are the best,
Ir jeigu nori žinot, kas yra geriausias,
go to Hastinapur.
keliauk į Hastinapūrą.
So who is in Hastinapur?
Ir kas yra Hastinapūrė? Pandavas.
Who? Pandavas.
Hastinapūrė yra Pandavai.
I want to hear from someone else.
Aš noriu girdėti iš kažko kito, ne Haribolą.
Can you take Haribolananda in another room and lock him?
Sako, reikia išvesti Haribolanandą.
He's such a sweet person, no one can become angry on him.
Jis labai geras žmogus, nieks negali.
It's like a little Vyasdeva.
Kaip mažas Vyasadeva.
So, and then when the Pandavas came, he said, Krishna, we are the best devotee of Krishna. Narad, are you crazy?
Ir kai Narada Munis pavadino Pandavus geriausiais atsidavusiais, jie atsakė, kad ar tu išprotėjai, mes tikrai negeriausiai.
First Pandavas, they worship Narad Muni.
Pirmiausia, Pandavai garbino Narada Munį.
And then he said, Pandavas said that if we are the best devotee, closest, we know that, yes, of course, we know that. Krishna is in Dwaraka, it's very few hours, he's in Hastinapur, which is very close. So he's in Dwarka, he always comes here. Yes, of course he comes here.
Ir Pandavai pasakė, nors iš tikrųjų taip, Krišna jis apsilanko čia Hastinapūre, nors jis yra ir Dvarakoje, bet mes turim jo bendravimą.
But when his wife Satyabhama and Rukmani make him any text message or email or call or phone, he just starts shaking. He says, "Oh, I have another business to do," and he run back to the Dwarka. He hardly stays with us.
Bet jei tik kažkas pakviesdavo jį iš kitur, jisai iškart Satyabhama ir kitos jo žmonos pakviesdavo, jisai iškart pabėgdavo iš Hastinapūro.
Sometimes even he arrive here for 1-2 days and there is a message coming from Dwarka. Krishna, come back. What you doing? We need you here.
Kartais tiesiog kažkas kreipdavosi jį ir jisai turėdavo palikti Hastinapūrą.
So, and he said that he's hardly with us, and always making some different. He's always changing his words.
Ir jis paaiškino, kad jisai sunkiai visgi užsibūna su mumis.
But I know we are close to him.
Bet aš žinau, kad mes jam brangus.
But not as close as Yadavas.
Bet netokie brangus kaip Yadavai.
Who is Yadavas?
O kas Yadavai?
Haribolananda, don't tell. Who is Yadavas? Yeah, but who are the Yadava residents living where? Dwarka. Dwarka Vasis are Yadavas.
Taigi Dvaraka Vasiai yra būtent tie Yadavai.
11th canto Srimad Bhagavatam, right?
11 giesmėje prašau.
His Pandava says, these people full time, they're living with Krishna and Krishna lives with them. This is his home.
Sako, kad šie žmonės pilnu tempu visuomet gyvena su viešpačiu Krišna.
Like Jagdish Prabhu and me, we are living together for 7 days.
Lygiai kaip mes gyvenam 7 dienas.
So we are very dear to each other.
Mes brangus vienas kitam.
So like this. So now, if someone lives with the Lord, he sit, eating, sleeping, whatever, all the time with the Lord, they must be the dearest devotees of Krishna.
Taigi jeigu kas gyvena šalia viešpaties, jie tampa labai brangus.
And then Narad Muni here is arrived there and he start praising them that he start meeting different Yadavas and queens of Krishna, you are all the best devotees. And everyone is so worried. What happened to Narad Muni? Maybe he's gone mad. They're worried why Narad Muni is saying that you are the best devotee.
Taigi jie susirūpino, kodėl Narada Munis visgi vadino jos geriausiais atsidavusiais.
So he said, they asked him, Narad Muni, how many places you went to ask that who is the best devotee?
Taigi jis paklausė, kokiose vietose tu buvai, klausinėt kitų, kas yra
Narad Muni said, from Allahabad, India, to all the way to heaven, to the almost Vaikuntha planet, down to the Sutalok, to the Kimpurusa Loka, down to Pandavas, to Yadava. I travel whole universe to find who is the best devotee of Krishna.
Ir Narada Munis pasakė, kad aš visą visatą išmaišiau nuo Allahabado iki visų aukštutinių planetų, ieškojau, kas yra aukščiausias atsidavęs.
And they are all very happy and start playing the musical instrument.
Ir jie labai džiaugiasi ir pradėjo groti instrumentai.
He said, welcome, now we will tell you who is the best and closest devotee of Krishna.
Jie pasakė, taip, lauk, tuoj mes tau pasakysim, kas yra geriausias Krišnos bhaktas.
And this is your final journey. Finish.
Ir tai yra tavo galutinis kelionės tikslas.
Now take rest.
Dabar ir siekis.
So he says, in this city, everyone have a palace. House is very elegant, exquisite. And there is one person in entire Dwarka city, he lives like a poverty. He has a house made of grass.
Ir tame mieste yra vienas žmogus, kuris gyvena skurde.
Like a hut, a small hut.
Brass.
And who? Now you tell me, Haribolanandan, don't tell this. Who is that person?
Kas tas žmogus?
He's very dear to Krishna. There is no one more pure devotee of Krishna than that person. I will not say she or he. Someone who knows, don't say Prabhu. Someone who is educated. You tell, anyone tell. Let's give them mother's time. Who is that devotee? All this Yadava was saying that this devotee lives here, but he lives so simple. He sleeps on the floor and he's so simple and he's closest devotee over Krishna.
Yadavai sako, kad tas bhaktas jis gyvena labai paprastai, miega ant grindų, bet jis
okay, I give you the clue. His name starts with U.
His vardas prasideda su iš jų.
Come on. No, Haribolana, no please. Let them, give them some chance. Yes, Uddhava. Uddhava is the permanent secretary of Krishna.
Uddhava yra Krishnos sekretorius.
Uddhava, Krishna's all mind, everything in Krishna's mind, Uddhava knows everything.
Kad ir kas bebūtų Krishnos prote, Uddhava viską žino.
So he says there is no more, after Uddhava finish.
Ir po Uddhavos nėra nieko aukščiau.
So they went, Narad Muni arrived to Uddhava's house.
Ir Narada Munis nuvyko pas Uddhavą.
He had only one cottage.
Jis turėjo tiesiog mažą trobelę.
Because he's full-time secretary of Krishna.
Nes jis pilnu tempu yra sekretorius.
And when Narad said that, Uddhava, I practically, my dear friend, I practically travel whole universe to look for who is the devotee, and I'm tired. You just, can you admit you are the last, purest, closest devotee of Krishna? Can you please just admit and finish my journey here?
Ir Narada Munis pasakė, galbūt gali tiesiog sutikti su to faktu, kad tu esi geriausias bhaktas ir užbaigti mano klajones.
And Uddhava began to cry. He didn't properly could not hear what Narada Muni said, but he loudly began to cry and tears coming, red hot tears coming.
Ir Uddhava pradėjo verkti, raudonos ašaros pradėjo bėgti.
And he says, what he was thinking, he didn't see even Narada Muni speaking in front of him.
Jis nieko nematė, kai Narada Munis prieš jį šnekėjo.
He just heard that he's been called that he is the best devotee of Krishna.
Jam tiesiog užteko išgirsti, kad jis pavadintas geriausiu Krishnos bhaktu.
And he says, he raised his hand and pointed towards Vrindavan.
Ir jisai pakėlė ranką ir parodė pirštu į Vrindavan.
He says, that's the place where I want to become one Gulmalata.
Sako, tai yra vieta, kur aš norėčiau būti tiesiog...
You just translate this word.
Gulmata.
Gulmalata. So, from millions of births, I prayed. I am Uddhava now because I prayed millions of births to become a small... Gulmalata is a small grass in Vrindavan. Very small grass.
Aš daugybę laiko meldžiausi, kad tapčiau mažu šapeliu šitų žolytę Vrindavane.
And when you do Vrindavan Govardhan Parikrama,
ir kai mes einam aplink Vrindavaną,
there is one place called Uddhava Kund. Anyone been there?
Kuri vadinasi Uddhava Kunda.
Anyone been there? Uddhava Kund. Haripurananda everywhere. So, he is right now, even now, he is residing there as a small grass.
Ir sakoma, jisai dabar yra toj vietoj kaip žolelė.
And he began to cry in ecstasy and emotions. He said, when those pure devotees, when those closest, purest, selfless devotees, they will walk when they walk in Vrindavan, I take the dust of their feet.
Ir jisai apibūdinamas sako, kad aš, būdamas tenai, kai tie atsidavę, tai eiks per mane, užmins mane savo kojom, aš gausiu jų pėdų dulkių.
He said, entire creation takes shelter of those pure devotees.
Ir jisai paaiškino, kad visa kūrinija gauna tų atsidavusių globą.
And among those pure devotees, there is one supremely pure personality.
Ir tarp tų atsidavusių yra labai vienas iškilus atsidavęs.
And she is closest to Krishna.
Ir ji yra artimiausia Krishnai.
So now describe who is the pure devotee.
Ir kas tai papasakys, kas.
You have all chance to describe. That's supreme, the last. But others, the gopis. So here you go, mothers. You should be happy. The pure devotee of Krishna are ladies.
Taigi, moteris turi būti laimingos. Aukščiausia atsidavusi yra moteris.
So you should not think like this. In the eyes of Krishna, we are all female, Prakriti.
Bet iš tikrųjų taip nereikėtų galvoti.
I think there was some test. Prabhupada says that Prabhupada says pure gopi, and they say, he says ladies are pure. No, we are all Prakriti, female. In eyes of Krishna.
Krishna's akimis mes visi esam Prakriti.
So now I describe this pastime, but nobody says Hari Bol. It's like you didn't hear anything. You didn't like the story? You didn't read you say you didn't read Brihad Bhagavatamrita, but I said something close to that pastime, maybe not correct, but I said it. I thought you would like it, no?
He said they start thinking.
Happy, happy? How you say happy? Happy?
Laimingi.
Huh?
Laimingi.
Alminge? Ah.
Sako,
That's a perfect description. Yes, if many places I go and when I finish some pastime, they will say, "Hari bol," like go crazy.
daugelį vietų, kur pasakoju šios žaidimus visi.
Because you are all sage, so you become introspective.
Visi kaip išminčiai pradedat apmastyti, galvoti.
Wow, we never heard it. Please read. Read in your phone. It's in your phone. Just go to the Google, browse it, and write Brihad Bhagavatamrita and read it. But correct me, please correct me. Many places I made mistake, but I just read in 2 weeks in China, in Beijing. I was closed one room and I was eating broccoli soup and I read page to page Brihad Bhagavatamrita.
In
China, in Beijing.
Kinijoje aš valgydamas brokolių sriubą tiesiog pusapis po pusapio skaičiau Bhagavatam.
And one devotee came, my friend, he pulled me from the bed. He said, "You crazy, you are a preacher. You just lying down, close this room. I don't know what you doing. You hardly take bath."
Ir atsidavęs vienas, jis įsigando mano būsenos ir sako, tu viskas ką darai, tiesiog sėdi kambarį, valgai tą sriubą ir skaitai knygas, sako, net
I was reading 8 hours this Brihad Bhagavatamrita.
Jis sakė, aš kasdien 8 valandas skaitydavau šią knygą.
And I finished it page to page. So I just remember some story.
Ir atsimenu tik tai porą istorijų.
Good, Haribol. It's 1:30.
Okay.
I have 3 more stories. I didn't talk about TKG. I didn't talk about another pastime.
Turiu dar 3
Takes
istorijas, bet reikia laiko.
That's why my programs are like 4 hours, 3 hours, other places.
Paprastai mano programos yra 4-5 valandas.
Sorry. And what time is Prasadam? 1:30. So one more small pastime, or I think I should say something about TKG, no?
Galbūt apie Tamal Krishna Goswami.
Okay, so when I was 19 years man, translate.
Kai man buvo 19 metų.
So I was Tamal Krishna Goswami was in Cambridge in London.
Tamal Krishna Goswamis buvo Cambridge'e, Londone.
So he was doing his theology thesis on contribution to Prabhupada.
Ir jisai rašė teologinę tezę padėti Šilai Prabhupadai, pasitarnauti.
So I tell you some episode before that, then that. I tell some small episode.
Epizodą, kuris buvo prieš tai.
I tell you how he met Prabhupada.
Aš papasakosiu, kaip jis sutiko Prabhupadą.
When Prabhupada was in 1965 in Tompkins Square Park in New York.
Kai Prabhupada buvo 65 Tompkins Square Parke.
And then many Satsarup, many devotees who are like gurus now, they're going to hear Prabhupada chanting in a small drum kirtan.
Ir daugybė atsidavusių, jie susirinkdavo parke klausyti kirtano.
So Tamal Krishna Goswami, he was a flute player.
Taigi Tamal Krishna Goswamis ten grodavo fleitą.
And he was collecting his money just for his living by playing flute.
Ir grodamas fleitą jis tiesiog rinkdavo pinigus pragyvenimui.
So he became angry on Prabhupada.
Ir jisai supyko ant Prabhupada.
He said that I'm sitting in a park and everyone is running to meet this Swami, I don't know what he's singing, and nobody is throwing money on my bowl, they're all going to him.
Ir jisai skundžiasi, kad sako, visi bėga klausyti Swamio į tą parką, bet niekas neklauso manęs ir neduoda man.
But then he liked the kirtan.
Bet vienu metu jam patiko kirtanas.
He could hear the kirtan is so sweet.
Jis girdėjo, kad kirtanas labai.
So he went more closer.
Ir jis atėjo arčiau.
But still he didn't get any money.
Bet vis tiek negaudavo.
Everyone goes and give everything to Swami.
Visi eidavo ir duodavo viską Swami.
And then he thought, I better move from here, go some other place and play this flute.
Ir tada jis pasakė, aš geriau judėsiu iš čia ir eisiu
So
kitur groti.
he went to San Francisco.
Taigi jis nuvyko į San Francisco.
Then he met Vishnujan Swami,
Ir sutiko Vishnujaną
his
Swami.
best friend.
Jo geriausią draugą.
He was also a flute player.
Jis taip pat buvo fleitininkas.
So they were in distance place and they were playing flute and coming together to see who is another one. So they met together.
Jie iš tolumos matė vienas kitą ir buvo, jie susitik turėjo, supras, sužinot, pažint vienas kitą.
And all this time there was no explosion Krishna consciousness. Everyone is struggling how to help Prabhupada.
Ir visi galvoja, kaip padėti Šilai Prabhupadai, nes nebuvo jokio sprogimo.
When these two personalities met Prabhupada,
Kai šios dvi asmenybės sutiko Šilą Prabhupadą.
Prabhupada said, Bhakti Siddhanta and Lord Chaitanya send you to me.
Ir Prabhupada sakė, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur ir Chaitanya Mahaprabhu atsiuntė jos jūsų.
When these two met, there was an explosion in Krishna consciousness.
Kai šie du žmonės susitiko, įvyko Krishna sąmonės sprogimas.
In 2 days, they made 50 devotees.
Ir per 2 dienas jie 50 atsidavusių.
And they started book distribution.
Padidino knygų platinimą.
They started Harinam, everything.
Ir Harinamas ir panašiai.
In a bigger scale.
Dideliu mastu.
And the biggest temple they got in LA, Los Angeles.
Ir įkūrė didžiausią šventyklą Los Angeles.
And the rest is history.
Ir visa kita yra istorija.
Like so much, they helped so much Prabhupada.
Jie tiek daug padėjo Šilai Prabhupada.
You go to Mayapur? How many of you been to Mayapur?
Kas iš jūsų buvot Mayapūre?
Mayapur? So, you know who bought that land?
Ar žinot, kas nupirko tą žemę?
Himself. And also he said Jayapataka Maharaj is Lord Chaitanya's associates.
Jayapataka Maharajas sakė, kad tai...
And we know that.
No,
everyone knows that.
Bendražygiai.
Very powerful person.
Labai galinga asmenybė.
There's another story about him anyway. So, yeah, then in final, after doing all these services, in the final years, he was in Cambridge, in London. Tamal Krishna Goswami.
Tamal Krishna Goswamis buvo Cambridge, Londone.
So he was looking for some seven to be there in at his home, because professors coming, gurus around the world coming, and many guests are visiting there in Cambridge.
Tai Cambridge daug svečių lankydavos įvairiai gurų ir taip toliau, ir mokslininkai.
And he said that I'm looking some devotees from distant place to come and stay with me.
Taigi jisai sakė, aš ieškau atsidavusių iš tolimų kraštų, kad
pasiliktų su manimi. So he invited one Chinese devotee.
Taigi jis pakvietė kinietį atsidavusių.
He was cooking Chinese food.
Jis gamino kinietį maistą.
He invited me from Fiji. I was cooking some whatever he teach me. I didn't know the cooking actually.
Ir jis mane vienu metu pakvietė iš Fidžio, nors aš nežinau kaip gaminti.
And then he invited people from America and Australia.
Ir tuomet pakvietė žmonės iš Amerikos ir Australijos.
This is like Vrindavan, eh? It's like giving class and there's a bell.
Sako, čia kaip Vrindavanas, kai taip paskaita ir varpai groja.
Fired up. Full on, fired up. So, and then I had a lot of pastime, say something quickly, and then for 6 months, when I arrived there, for 6 months, he treated me like you throwing acid on someone, like so hard. In front of many gurus, sannyasis, he throw me out of the house in the cold, chastise me, and he makes so much fun of me.
Ir 3 mėnesius aš bandžiau jam tarnauti ir jis tarsi rūgštimą apipildavo mane visą laiką labai stipriai bardavo ir išjuokdavo prieš sanyasius gurų ir taip toliau, daug sunkaus.
Yes, Indradumna Maharaj there, Shivaram Swami there, Giriraj, Giridhari, Keshavarti, so many sannyasis. That's there. I supposed to cook and serve them prasadam.
Daugybė sanyasių man tekdavo, garsių sanyasių tekdavo gaminti maistą ir juos aptarnauti.
And Radhanath Maharaj supposed to come, Hirdanand Maharaj supposed to come, Lokanath Maharaj, they all on the line, they're visiting Tamal Krishna Goswami.
Taigi daugybė sanyasių Radhanath Maharaj.
Practically every guru.
Praktiškai visi gurų iš Konėje lankydavo mokyti.
And then we are the 7 there.
Ir mes būdavom tarnai.
And he can chastise and criticize in front of everyone.
Ir jis galėdavo sukritikuoti ir išbarti tiesiog prieš visus.
And I didn't know the cooking.
Ir aš nemokėjau gerai.
So one day somehow we made the Indian meal.
Ir vieną dieną indiškai pagaminam.
And then I supposed to serve he says that always please serve my god brothers first, prasadam, then you serve me.
Ir jis prašydavo, kad pirmą mano Dievo brolius aptarnau prasadų, o po to man.
So that day I start serving all the god brothers.
Ir tą dieną visiems Dievo broliam dainau prasadų.
And I had other god brothers also serving.
Ir taip pat kitiem Dievo broliam.
So he chastised, he becomes so heavy, he say, you fool in front of others. He say, you have no brain. You should first serve your guru.
Ir prieš pat visus jisai pradėjo mane bart, sako, tu esi visiškai tuščiagalvis, sako, tu turi pirmą man įdėti prasadų.
And I shouted back to Gurudev.
Ir aš jam
I say, you said you serve your god brothers.
Aš taip pat jį apšaukiau, pasakiau, kad tu man sakėjai pirmą
And then he said, leave that pot on the kitchen and get lost from this house.
Sako, paliek puodą virtuvėje ir dink iš šių namus.
I ran in the car and crying and locked the door inside in the cold and crying there, it's just like I'm out of the house.
Ir aš pabėgau į mašiną verdamas ir tiesiog dingau iš ten.
And all the everyone just like shocked, all sannyasis.
Ir visi sanyasiai liko šokiruoti.
And then he sent my god brother, Sarabhuma, to bring me back.
Ir jis atsiuntė mano Dievo brolis Sarabhuma mane sugrąžinti.
And again I came, and again he looked at me like horrified, very different.
Aš tuomet grįžau vėl prieš jį ir jisai vėl į mane
He said,
pažiūrėjo.
go where are you coming, where you came from, get lost, go where you come from. He said, I criticize you, I chastise you, and you are so ashamed. You know that word ashamed? You have no shame. Like,
Sako, aš tave baru, kritikuoju, bet tu neturi gėdos.
he said, okay, from today you're not cooking.
Sako, gerai, nuo šiandien tu pamirš gaminimą.
You no cooking. You don't cook anything. You stop cooking. You're not a cook.
Negamink nieko, visiškai.
And then in front of all the sannyasis, he bring me. He said, "You are sitting next to me," and now I started panicking. Parkinson reeks so high, and palpitation very high.
Sėdėjo prieš visus sannyasis ir pakvietė mane sėdėti prie jo ir man kaip Parkinsonas prasidėjo.
And I was still crying, very much crying.
Taip pat ir verkiau labai.
And at that time is a winter time.
Ir tuomet buvo žiema.
And you can always see I have a vata body, so I cover so much with my clothes. I look like a bear. I had 2 thermals, 4 socks, and many jackets inside. And in the whole house, he always say, "You are the one. The whole day the laundry machine. You has the highest amount of washing clothes in the house every day, making noise."
Taigi aš sėdėjau šalia, mane visą purtė šaltis ir nors turiu vatinį kūną, aš buvau prisirengęs kaip meška ir... You can
come, Prabhus, come. Aiye, andar aiye. Very nice, thank you. Aane ke liye bahut dhanwad. Very good. Now I can speak Hindi a little bit. Yes. Good. Namaste. You sit here. Yahan par rehte ho, Lithuania. Very nice. So, and he said that you are sitting next to me.
Ir jis pasakė, tu šalia manęs sėdi.
And then everyone, Maharaj looking, and then Maharaj, Shivaram Swami, he very softly, he cursed me softly. He said, "Don't worry, this Gurudev loves you."
Ir Shivaram Swami, jisai šiek tiek mane paglostė, sako, nesirūpink, jisai tave myli.
And who is actually my uncle Guru now, after Gurudev?
Ir iš tikrųjų dabar Shivaram Swami yra mano.
And then when I sat next to him, and now how to sit in between these sannyasis, like big gurus, and I'm just little, primitive Fiji, fallen village black boy.
Ir aš pagalvojau, kaip man čia dabar taip sėdėti tarp visų didelių sanyasių, o aš čia toks visas paprastas brahmacharis.
Without brain.
Be smegenų jokių.
And he began look at them. And every sannyasi looking, he start eating chapati, pakora, everything. Anything he eats half, and half he say, "Open your mouth." He start feeding me whole prasadam, his plate prasadam.
Taigi visi sanyasiai, jie valgė pakoras, čapačius ir taip toliau, ir jie pusę suvalgydavo ir sakydavo, "Įsižiok", ir visi maitindavo jį.
He feed everything on my mouth, practically everything from his plate.
Ir viską iš savo lėkštės Shivaram Swamijas.
No, Gurudev, TKG.
Jo mokytojas, Tamal Krishna Goswamis, visą lėkštę sumaitino jam taip.
In few seconds before he throw me out of the house, now here is feeding me.
Ir nors prieš porą sekundžių mane išmetė iš namų, jisai
At that time I cried more.
Ir tada net dar labiau pradėjau verkti.
And then after I stayed with him, he said, "You're not going from here. You have to stay with us in the table." Because I'm just looking, I'm eating there, but I'm looking this side to run.
Nors aš valgiau viską, bet aš dairiausi kaip čia pabėgus.
I have one picture like this.
Aš turiu net nuotrauką.
There's one picture, I'm just about to run, you can say, I don't like to be with them.
Kur aš tiesiog valgau, bet žiūriu kaip čia pabėgti.
And just a week ago, just week after that, Indradumna Maharaj came. No, he was there, but he was still there. One day he picked me, he said, "Oh, black boy, who are you? Where you come from?" He picked me in his lap. And I say, "I'm from Fiji." "Oh, I've been to Fiji." He said, "I've been to Fiji." So in this week, he said, "Vicharu, you come to me." Gurudev. And he said that you have no brain. He said, "Even I throw you out of this house, but you still not going." He said, "What's wrong with you?" He said, "Take your car and get lost. I'll get someone else." So I said that even though you kick me out of this house and throw me on the road, I will still come back to you.
Ir jūs
Yeah.
ir aš pasakiau, kad jeigu negi mane išspirsi iš šių namų, aš vis tiek sugrįšiu.
And my Guru Maharaj is a German.
Ir mano Guru Maharajas yra iš
Because his
Vokietijos.
mother is very pure Jewish German.
Jo mama yra
Very-
žydė vokietė.
Jewish German. Very strong personality.
Labai stipri asmenybė.
He bring his finger on my chest.
Jisai įsmeigė man pirštu į krūtinę.
He say, you have a heart of a preacher.
Sako, tu turi pamokslautojo
He say, disciple never leave a guru even though they kick them out.
Mokinys niekad nepalieka savo guru, netgi jie išspiria iš...
At that time, one of my god brother, he just left and got married.
Ir tuo metu vienas iš mano Dievo brolių paliko ir susitokė.
So that time I didn't know so much English.
Taigi tuo metu nežinau daug anglų kalbos.
So he said that one day I was driving him to meet the professors.
Vienu metu aš vežiau jį, kad susitiktų su profesoriais.
So you see this tilak? I mean, maybe you see from there, my black face, white tilak really comes up. So I had tilak very bright. Wherever I like my tilak very bright.
Taigi ant tamsios odos tilaka labai šviečia. Ir tuo metu mano tilaka buvo.
And I was just driving.
Ir tuo metu vairavau.
He was at the back seat.
Jis sėdėjo gale.
He said, I don't like he had a very nice car. He didn't like his car.
Ir jam nepatiko jo mašina.
He said, I like your old broken car. The back seat is so nice to sit.
Sako, man patiko tavo sena sulūžusi mašina, galinė sėdynė patogi.
So he saw me and he pulled me from here back like this.
Taigi jis parodė man ir patempė už nugaros.
And he turned my face towards his side.
Mano veidą link savęs.
He said, what is this?
Ir pasakė, kas čia tavo ant kaktos?
And I said, this is the tilak.
Ir sakau, tilaka.
He said, and then he began to take away my tilak.
Ir jis pradėjo nuvalinėti tilaką.
I was more shocked because Guru told me to put the tilak. Why will he take tilak
Ir
away?
man tai šokiravo, nes Guru sako, užsidėk tilaką, bet tuo metu nuvalinėjo man ją.
So he took all the tilak.
Ir jis nuvalė man tilaką.
And I had this one like this.
Ir turėjau kepurę.
Like everywhere, like very wrinkled and not really nicely done. All my clothes was just like the way I wear.
Žodžiu, visas,
I never improved.
Visas buvo išdarkytas.
So he set up me nicely, took the tilak. He said, always put tilak. When you go to meet professors, you put tilak with the water.
Sako, kai susitinkinėjai su profesoriais, mokslininkais, tiesiog užsidėk su vandeniu tilaką.
So I began, he set up everything. He said, now good. He made me like a dress in the car.
Taigi jis viską paruošė, sutvarkė mane ir sako, dabar keliauk.
And then he said something, pull over.
Ir vienu metu sako, sustok.
So pull over means you park your car.
Taigi, tai reiškia prisiparkuok mašiną.
When he says pull over, I drove so fast that he almost fell in the back seat.
Ir kai jis pasakė prisiparkuoti, aš dar labiau...
He said, you fool, he hold me again.
Jis parkrito ant kelių.
He have you no brain.
Ir jis vėl pasakė,
He said, pull over means stop the car.
Sustabdyk mašiną reiškia sustabdyk mašiną.
So I was doing all these kind of mistakes.
Taigi aš darydavau tokias klaidas.
Is there some secret to the bell? Over.
Arati is over.
What time is Arti? Arti finished? Did anyone saw the Arti? Oh, so we're supposed to be singing.
Taigi
Anyway.
reikėtų dainuoti.
No problem. Last day mine here. Okay, so yeah, there is many stories, but there is more funny ones. Like you will be, you're gonna be laughing.
Yra daugybė istorijų ir yra juokingesnių netgi.
We can speak other time.
Kitą kartą
And
pašnekėsim.
yes, lot of stories
Daug istorijų.
with God brothers and all the
Dievo
things.
broliais ir panašiai.
You don't have to worry because it's coming in the book.
Jums nereiktų rūpintis, nes
I
greit
compiled
išleisiu knygą.
I compiled the final diary book, the TKG in UK and in India final departure.
Aš parašiau knygą apie žaidimus Anglijai ir Indijai, kai paskutinį jau iškeliavo mokytojai.
Satsvarup Maharaj and Radhanath Maharaj want me to finish that.
Radhanath Maharajas ir Satsvarup Maharajas norėjo, kad pabaigtų.
Is memory of all the devotees around the world and also the detail there.
Tai yra prisiminimai iš įvairių atsidavusių ir detalės įvairios.
Where did I put the books? Yeah, 3 books. Anyway, I compiled 3 books.
Taigi aš parašiau 3 knygas.
One book is called Contemplative Wisdom.
Viena knyga vadinasi kontemplacinė išmintis.
I left in Norway. I was there.
Norvegijai palikau jas.
And 2 of them has to be printed, and one of them is TKG memories.
Ir kitos 2 turi būti atspausdintos, ir viena iš jų yra Tamal Krishna Goswamio prisiminimai apie jį.
So I promise now here, when that book is done, I will give one to here.
Taigi, kai visos knygos bus atspausdintos, paliksiu čia Lietuvoje.
Good?
Ar gerai?
Many stories.
Daug istorijų.
Not only Tamal Krishna Goswami, but many other gurus, sannyasis, niranjans, whoever gurus in charge here also, there are episode with him. But there is one book called Gurudev. Anyone saw one book called Gurudev?
Ar kas nors matėt knygą, kuri vadinasi Gurudev?
After he departed, there's one book, picture book called Gurudev.
Kai jis paliko pasaulį,
it's all the history of Tamal Krishna Maharaj with other sannyasis, gurus and
Yra
Prabhupada.
visas istorijos Tamal Krishna Goswamio su kitais sannyasiais ir kitais mokiniais.
So if I get that one, I can also give here.
Taigi, jeigu gausiu vieną, taip pat pasidalinsiu.
So when this book, maybe I deal with Jagdish. So when this book's ready, I can give, he can give.
Taigi, kai šitos knygos bus paruoštos, jis patikės man, aš galėsiu.
And if you don't get this book, then chase him.
Ir jeigu negausit šių knygų, tai pulkit mane.
Yeah, when it's ready, we'll give.
Kai bus paruoštos, jis nosies.
Okay, good. Anything else? It's like 2 o'clock night now.
Dabar 2 nakties.
You want to say something? हिंदी में बोलना है कुछ? हिंदी में बोलना है? बोलिए. आप लोग दिल्ली से हो? Oh, गुजराती केम छो? All of you? Oh, Kerala. IT boys? सब IT करते हो? हाँ. Okay, और किसी को लाइए. Next time आइए और लाइए. दूसरा संडे और को लाइए. Very good. पहली बार आया? हाँ. आते रहते हो? Oh, very good. Okay, anything to add up? Oh, I didn't tell Nimai pastime. Next time. Beautiful Lina of Lord Nimai with the puppy dog. You know that, I think. So we step. Any questions? Anything? Any points? Yes. Just 1 minute, 2 minutes. Let have a good day today. कुछ पूछना है? Anything?
Yeah. What is the quick stress booster mantra which we can speak while we are in stress?
You look there?
Klausimas, kokia yra mantra, kur greitai panaikina stresą?
The mantra is there.
Tai yra šita mantra.
It goes Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But you can chant japa every day, like a japa. But if you know the beautiful melodies, you can sing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, like this.
Another question?
Yes, Prabhu.
We know that Tamal Krishna Maharaj was one of the first devotees, and also the one who was creative, and as is told the story about the flute. So he was like an artist and a musician, but also in the late part of his life, he became very much responsible.
Yeah.
With GBC and many different services.
Yeah, leader.
Yeah. So, can you please explain how those two characters combined? Because sometimes we see devotees who are artistic, creative. They have hard times to do management.
They're not leaders, yeah.
Yes, I want you to...
Tamal Krishna Goswami, and who's the other? Is that two devotees?
No, Tamal, he's only asking.
I'm asking...
Yeah, I'll translate, okay?
Two qualities combined in one person.
Okay, taigi jis klausia, kaip iš tikrųjų Tamal Krishna Goswamis buvo pirmasis prisijungęs ir jis grojo fleitą, jis buvo toks artistiškas žmogus prie meno, labiau prie muzikos ir vėliau jisai tapo kaip ir GBC dideliu menedžeriu, kažkokiu administratorium, tai jis sako, kaip visgi tokiem žmonėm, kurie linkia labiau link meno, the ones who are more into artistic, how do they go to management, something like
No, from being a simple musician, how he becomes so creative manager.
Taigi kaip iš paprasto muzikanto jis tapo tokiu kūrybingu menedžeriu.
How he found the balance in this?
Taigi kaip jis balansą atrado.
I could understand his question also happening in ISKCON. How can be a simple person, then you take management, how can you balance everything? So I gave 3 points here. One thing is that, how many of you saw his picture, Tamal Krishna Goswami? Anyone
Taigi,
saw?
kas matėt, kaip atrodo Tamal Krishna Goswami?
So he have one mark here. You saw that black mark?
Jis turi tokią žymę ant
When
galvos.
Prabhupada first met him,
Ir kai Prabhupada pirmą kartą jį sutiko, pamatė,
he said, I don't have to explain you his philosophy. He know everything from before.
sako, man nereikės jam aiškinti jokios filosofijos, jis viską žino iš anksčiau.
And that black sign is an extra intelligence, genius.
Ir ta juoda žymė reiškia, kad jis ypatingai intelektualus genijus.
He says he's not ordinary person,
Sakė,
Prabhupada.
Prabhupada pats sakė, kad jis nėra
He
paprasta
said,
gera
Bhakti
būtybė.
Siddhanta sent you. I just said it before.
Bhakti Siddhanta Sarasvati Thakura tave atsiuntė.
And Lord Chaitanya sent.
Ir viešpats Chaitanya atsiuntė.
So, thank you. He said, Prabhupada said, thank you for managing this society.
Taigi Prabhupada padėkoja jam, kad jisai padeda administruoti šią visuomenę.
So he was a born manager from previous life.
Taigi jis buvo apsigimęs menedžeris jau iš praeitų gyvenimų.
And he was a philosopher.
Taigi taip pat jis buvo ir filosofas.
He could hypnotize and mesmerize people and make them devotee in few seconds.
Jis galėjo per porą sekundžių padaryti atsidavusių.
In few, like he had that capacity because Prabhupada said that Bhaktisiddhanta sent them. That's one answer. He sent by Lord Chaitanya.
Sakė, kad jis atsiųstas Chaitanijos Mahaprabhu.
That one answer.
Tai yra vienas iš atsakymų.
And everyone knows that he was from beginning, before coming to ISKCON, he was a philosopher.
Ir nuo pat pradžių visi žinojo, kad jisai yra kaip filosofas.
And very strong Jewish background.
Ir labai stipraus žydų kilmės. Jewish.
And second thing, he understood, he was so close to Prabhupada that he understood, like Swarup Damodar understood Lord Chaitanya's mind.
Jis taip arti Šilos Prabhupados buvo, kad jisai kaip Swarup Damodar suprato Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, jis suprato Prabhupados.
So Srila Prabhupada Swarup Damodar was Tamal Krishna Goswami. Srila Prabhupada's similar like Swarup Damodar was Tamal Krishna Goswami. He could understand Prabhupada's mind.
Taigi panašiai kaip Swarup Damodar, Tamal Krishna Goswami suprato Prabhupados mintis.
So that's one answer also.
Tai yra vienas atsakymų taip pat.
And other things that when some God brothers had some problem, they were asking Tamal Krishna Maharaj that why nothing happened to you.
Taip pat
Many God brothers, Tamal Krishna Maharaj had problems. But he said, why you are so strong, nothing happened to you.
Paklausė Tamal Krishna Goswami, kodėl tu toks stiprus, kodėl nieko tau nenutiko.
So Prabhupada told me that Tamal can walk through the fire and never get burned.
Ir tada Prabhupada atsakė man, kad Tamal Krishna Goswamis gali perėti per visą ugnį ir nenudegti.
And he says, Prabhupada gave me this mercy that first thing a devotee do is wake up first thing in the morning and chant all his japa.
Ir jis paaiškino, kad Prabhupada davė jam tokią malonę, kad pirmas dalykas, ką jis darytų, tik prabudęs, tai atsikelt ir sukartot visą savo džapą.
And Prabhupada said that anyone who chants 25 rounds before Mangalarti, he's going back to Godhead at the end of life and he's free from 3 modes.
Ir Prabhupada pasakė jam, kad tas žmogus, kuris sukartoja visą savo džapą prieš Mangalarti, jisai išsivaduos iš visų 3 25 ratus.
And he said, I'm trying to maintain that from beginning.
Ir sako, aš to stengiuosi gyvendinti nuo pat pradžių.
Good? Good points. And if somebody is empowered with Prabhupada, so we cannot judge them. Also.
Ir jeigu kas įgalinta Šilos Prabhupados, neturim jūs
I give you quick example. Quick, last part.
Paskutinis pavyzdys.
If you see Jayapataka Maharaj,
jeigu pamatysi Jayapataka
his practically original body is gone.
Jis praktiškai jo kūnas yra
He's supposed to pass away in 2008.
Jis turėjo 2008 palikti kūną.
He has the highest amount of disciples in the world.
Jis turi daugiausia mokinių pasaulyje.
And he's going around the world.
Ir jis keliauja aplink pasaulį.
I was in Peru, in South America.
Aš buvau Peru, Pietų Amerikoje.
And before that I was preaching, like doing some program. I was very weak.
Ir buvau labai silpnas.
So he gave 1 month service, personal service.
Ir vieną mėnesį atlikau jam asmeninę.
And I went and he said, I bless you, go 3 countries to preach. There, Bolivia, Colombia and Ecuador.
Aš laiminu tave pamokslauti trijose šalyse, Kolumbija, Ekvadorija.
I just went there and started doing kirtan. People came to the temple.
Aš ten tiesiog nuvykdavau, pradėdavau kirtaną ir žmonės rinkdavo kirtaną.
So they are very powerful. It's not we doing
Jie labai
it.
galingi.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
It's right some 2 o'clock. Thank you very much, everyone. ISKCON, Konas, Nitai Gaur Chandra Bhagwan and devotees ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And hopefully you will invite me again ki jai.
His Grace Vičaru Prabhu ki.
Prabhupada ki jai. So today was a lot of pastime. Now we can take prasadam. Kirtan, yes. Some kirtan? Yeah, some bhajan can do. What time is prasadam? But this is a kirtan? Oh, doing how much? But I think they're setting for something. Maybe few minutes?
Yeah, sing please.
Okay, chant.
Let me see.
See. Ramai, drum. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Gonitai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Faster. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, ah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Bolo Bolo. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Whoa! Nagina Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Jai Nitai Gaurachandra Bolo bolo Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Oh Nitai Gaurachandra Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Nitai Gauranga Jai Sachidanand Jai Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Bolo bolo Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Oh Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Whoa! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Whoa! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Oh, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Whoa! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Oh, Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Oh! Bolo भैया निताई गौरचंद्र Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Oh! Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Gina Hare Gina 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 Oh Hare Rama Ramai Basa Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Oh Hare Hare Nitai Gaur Chandra Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, oh, Hare Krishna, oh, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, oh Krishna Krishna, Hare Oh, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hey, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jai Jai Sachinandan Gaura Hare Jai Jai Nitai Gaura Chandra Jai Nitai Gaura Chandra Jai Nitai Gaura Chanda Jai Nitai Gaura Chanda Fast Jai Nitai Gaura Chanda Nitai Gaura Chanda Nitai Gaura Chanda Jai Nitai Gaura Chanda Nitai Gaura Chanda Prabhupada 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 Jai Prabhupada Jai Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada 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 Jai Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol Okay, Santi, wait. See you next time.
Namaste Narashingaya Namaste Ito nishinga parato nishinga Yato yato yamitato nishinga Bahe nishinga ridaye nishinga Narashinga Madim Charanam Prapaje Tavakara Kamala Pare Nakama Bhuta Shingam Tali Tali Ranya Kashipur Danu Bringam Keshabadritam Narahari Rupam Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tavaka Tavakara Kamala Bare Nakama Bhuta Shingam Tali Tali Ranya Kashipur Danu Bringam Keshabadritam Narahari Rupam Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Nichingadev Jaya Nichingadev Jaya Nichingadev Jaya Nichingadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Chila Prabhupada. Shri Nishingade Bhagavan Ki, Prahlad Maharaj Ki.
Sit here, don't go anywhere. Just keep on going here and get 2 seats.
Hare Krishna, brangus atsidavę. Ačiū visiems, kad lankote šventykloje, mūsų programuose. Porą skelbimų turiu. Šiandieną mes atsisveikinsim su mūsų svečiu ir šiandieną turime mūsų brangios matažės Lakšmanos Devidasi jubiliejinį gimtadienį. Tai Hare Krishna, galite visi ją pasveikinti, jos nėra šiandien su mumis, bet galite tai padaryti Facebook'e ar asmeniškai paskambinti. Kaip? O, Rasamritamurti, taip pat gimtadienis, taip. Irgi taip pat sveikinam. Ir dar vienas skelbimukas, tai vienuolyno, Švento Vardo vienuolyno baktai prašo pagalbos, nes šiemet buvo labai didelė sausra ir neužaugino pakankamai pašarų karvutėm, kurias jie prižiūri. Žinome, ten karvutės, kurios laikomos iki mirties, kaip sakant, priežiūra gauna. Ta prasme, ir reikalinga pašarus pirkti karvutėms. Tai jie paskaičiavo, kad jiem reikia ar 2200 eurų surinkti tiem pašaram visai žiemai, kad užpirkti, ir prašo visų pagalbos. Bus įdėtas skelbimas mūsų Facebook'o tinklapyje, galėsit pasižiūrėti, ten bus rekvizitai, kas galite ir